Hey, fantasy football fiends, it's week 9, and if you've managed to dodge the injury bug, the bye week blues, and the trade trolls, then boy, do I have some stardom and sit-em advice for you. So buckle up your chin straps. It's going to be a wild ride. First, the quarterbacks. Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys. Oh boy, Dak to the future is in full swing. Coming off a jaw-dropping game against the Rams, Dak's looking like the stock market after an Elon Musk tweet. Did a week off help him? Well, if he were any more relaxed, he'd be a lazy boy recliner. Start this cowboy and ride off into the fantasy sunset. Justin Herbert, Los Angeles Chargers. Now, don't get Herb schooled. Herbert's been good, real good. But this week, he's going against the Jets defense that's tighter than my jeans after Thanksgiving dinner. 8 interceptions? You kidding me? Justin, you're not in Kansas, or rather Oregon, anymore. Bench him or regret it. Justin Herbert, sit him. Zach Moss, Indianapolis Colts. Holy masterpiece. Who'd have thought that Zach would be galloping behind only McCaffrey in rushing yards? He's serving up touchdowns like it's a Thanksgiving feast. Against the Panthers, he's catnip to your fantasy lineup. Start him or miss a buffet of points. On to Tony Pollard of the Dallas Cowboys. A Pollard opposite to Dak this week for sure. The Cowboys will be in a shootout with the Eagles, but Tony might as well be a water gun. The Eagles' run D is equivalent of a do not enter sign. Just 416 rushing yards allowed this season. So shelf Tony like last year's Christmas decorations. Tony Pollard, sit him. On to the wide receivers. Deandre Hopkins, Tennessee Titans. Nuke Hopkins is radioactive, folks. He's lit up the end zone like a Christmas tree with rookie Will Levis facing the Steelers, who've been more generous to receivers than grandma with candy. That's a recipe for fantasy delight. Start him and watch the fireworks. On to Mike Evans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Evans sent. But not this week. He's been a fantasy superstar, but against Houston's sneakily good pass defense, he might as well be an extra in a Hollywood film. Barely seen, hardly noticed. Don't fall into this fantasy trap. Sit him. Now, last and sort of least, the tight ends. Dallas Goedert, Philadelphia Eagles. Go for Goddard. The Eagles' tight end has hands stickier than a pot of honey. Against the Cowboys, who've been as welcoming to tight ends as a bed and breakfast, ring the fantasy dinner bell. Ding, ding, folks. Start him. Mark Andrews of the Baltimore Ravens. In DFS leagues, mark him absent. Get it? Sure, he's a fantasy stud, but the Seahawks treat tight ends like bouncers treat underage kids. No entry. With just one passing to tight ends allowed in 8 games, set your sights elsewhere. Sit him. All right, fantasy football fam. That's it for this week's Sit 'em and Start 'em. Now go update those lineups, and may your benches be short and your victory sweet. For Sportsnaut, I'm Scott Gulbransen.